First order of business, if you want to practice all the activities, I want you to know that I've provided you a way to do that without having a full-blown Microsoft 365 account. My little activities are click-based, web-based, and you can do those 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as much as you want. However, if you really want to get down and dirty with Microsoft 365 and Azure and all that, it's great for you to go through the process of creating your own Microsoft 365 trial account. So Microsoft has an easy way for us to do this. We essentially can create an account that'll give us access to Office 365 E5, Microsoft 365, and then we can activate an EMS license, Enterprise Mobility Plus Security. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's real easy. It only takes a few minutes. The first thing you would want to do in order to do this is you're going to create a free email account. Of course, if you've got an email already that's not assigned to a Microsoft 365 Azure account, then you could use that, obviously. But one thing you could simply do is just go to somewhere like Outlook.com, Gmail, Yahoo, create yourself a free email account. And from there, you're going to go to this little URL right here. This is tinyurl.com/tryoffice365E5. Okay, so it'll take you directly to the place that you need to go to sign up for this. Okay, the only other thing you're going to need when you do this, you don't need a credit card or anything like that. You will need a cell phone that you can receive a text message on, because it is going to do a verification. And as far as I know, I've never seen a limit on how many accounts can be tied to a cell phone. I've probably got 30 accounts tied to my cell phone number myself, so I wouldn't worry too much about, well, I've used my cell phone with another account. So but you will have to have a cell phone, because they are going to send a code to your cell phone, a one-time password, and you'll have to put that in. Okay, so we're now going to take a look at that. We'll take a look at the link and just the steps, and I'll show you how to activate the EMS license, which is going to be important to get access to a lot of the security and compliance stuff. So when you put in the tinyurl link that I gave you, this is where you're going to end up. You'll be looking at this Office 365 E5 page, and from there we're going to click on free trial. If it detects that you've already got a Microsoft 365 account, it's going to ask you if you wanted to use that. I'm going to say no, I would want to sign up myself. So then at that point, if you're signed into an existing account, it's going to log you out of that account, tell you to close your browser and all that, and then it'll redirect you. And then at that point, this is where you would put in your free email address that you've created. It'll ask some personal information about you, and then at that point, it will require that one-time password, so it'll text your cell phone. Okay, so pretty easy. Just fill out the form, and at that point, you'll get your 30-day trial. Okay, but there's another step you have to do once you get logged in. Once you get signed in to your free account, which again only takes a few minutes, you're going to go to portal.azure.com. You're going to click the little menu button, click on Azure Active Directory, and then go to Licenses. As you can see, if I look over here to the right, I've got an option that says Get a Free Trial. We're going to click on Get a Free Trial. And then what you're going to want is this Enterprise Mobility Plus Security E5 subscription. This is going to give you access to all the security things that we're going to be playing around with. So we would drop that down and you would activate it. You need to give it about an hour to activate. Microsoft kind of says, oh, well, this will take effect very quickly, but what I've found is it takes longer than that to go through. So I would say give it about an hour to go through. The good news is most of the stuff that you'll be going through here in the beginning of this course, you'll be able to do no problem. But some of the later things, such as the Security Compliance Center, that's going to be towards the end of the course, you won't be able to do that until this is fully and utterly activated. Don't believe it. It'll say it's activated, but you got to give it time. It takes time before these features will show up. Now, once you have activated that, you also need to come over here to where it says All Products, and you'll have the Enterprise Mobility Plus Security. You may not have all of these here. That's not a problem. You don't need access to these right here to get access to the stuff we're using in the course. The big one is this guy right here. You need to make sure that you assign your admin account to this subscription. Your admin account information is right up here. So you would go here to Enterprise Mobility plus Security. You would click Assign. You would assign that to your admin account. Okay. Now, how do you know that this is actually shown up? How do you know it's ready to go? Well, if you go to portal.microsoft.com, drop down Show All, and then click on Security, that's going to bring you into the Security Compliance Center. At that point, you'll see a bunch of options here that you can select, but keep in mind that regardless of if your EMS subscription is activated or not, you're going to see some options here anyway. The one you want to look for that's sort of a guarantee that everything is activated is this guy here, eDiscovery. If you don't see eDiscovery, then your subscription is not fully activated yet. So you need to give it some more time, okay? Like I said, give it about an hour, okay? Once that's done, you'll be able to do all the hands-on that we do in the course and get a good bit of experience with everything. And again, you have access to all that for 30 days. So I highly encourage you to take the time to do that, even though you will be able to practice all the little activities that I do in class, using the little tutorials I provide you with. But this is definitely a good way for you to really get down and dirty with Microsoft 365.